and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and I've been getting sort of prepped for the next diamond painting logbook update. So I'll let you know what I've done. I have filled in the things like the prices and the last bits that I mentioned from the last logbook update. I have also made sure that I have printed out the images I need for the next lot. I did get them from the website. They do still have the likes of watermark logos on, which is perfectly fine. It's their image. It's only for my reference. I'm not trying to do anything else with it. I have also had a little tweak. Now, if you've been following along, filling in your logbook as we've gone along, this is not going to affect you. You can still do what I'm doing if that's what you want to do. But on the last one, I explained how I had the completed diamond paintings all like this, back to back. And I'd started doing the separate sheets for the extra diamond paintings that I hadn't yet done, so the ones that were in my stash. And I did move them all to the end. What I've done is I've changed that a little bit. I've actually moved them under my stash. So what I have now is I have my stash, and then when you open that up, I have my squares. So there are many of them that are completed. They are in my completed logbook section. That's what I filled in last time. So I've made sure I've finished the details on that mystery one. I've popped in all the images for the custom comparison. So I've actually kept the 4 across the bottom, but then I've done the original photo and the custom, and I've done that times 4. So that is the Hom Fun with the Hom Fun image. That one is the Rachel Mann-Huey, and that one is the Ever Moment. But I have still kept the 4 across the bottom just so that I've got a reference. I've also filled in the likes of my thoughts on each one, which one ended up being my favourite, why I wasn't keen on some, etc. I've got my AB mystery that we filled in the other day. I've put a little bit more information on the home is where you poop most comfortably. And then what I've done, so this one is slightly different, I'll explain why. But for the square kits, I've got listed down here, Love in Lockdown, Succulent Bowl, Fox and Grinch Christmas. So they are the ones that don't yet have a completed mark next to them. And I'm storing them here. So what I have is I have the details about the canvas, the purchase details, any little notes I want to make when it arrives, so about the actual painting itself. I haven't, of course, filled in quality time, etc., because I've not yet started these. And then I have Succulent Bowl, and then I have the Fox. Now, Succulent Bowl I did kit up the other day. However, I've not yet started it, so that's why it's still here. I haven't actually physically put a diamond onto the canvas, so it's still here. What I have done with Grinch Christmas is I have marked down the date that I've physically started placing diamonds, and I've moved it to the back of my book, ready. I can actually move this now as well. So my little image that was stored on there with washi tape, because it's a lot more forgiving and removable. In fact, we'll reuse that while we're on the logbook now. I'll get my little scrapbooking tape runner, though you can just use double-sided tape for this. Or you could run it through your sticker maker. And I'm going to pop him on there as my beginning one. So he is now ready for me to then fill in. When I've finished it, then I can fill in the time spent, the enjoyment, and I can fill in my little star details. They're sort of the details that I've not yet finished. I was also advised, and I've not brought my phone in, of course, there is a maths that you can do, there is an equation that you can do, a sum that you can do to determine how many diamonds there are. So what you need to do is times the size of the canvas by the other size of the canvas and hit equals, just in case your calculator calculates a little bit differently. And then if it is a square drill, you times it by 16. If it is a round drill, you times it by 14. And that will tell you the total number of drills. Now, just bear in mind that some canvases, especially some poured glue, normally smaller ones, no, some bigger ones do it. When you actually get the canvas, it might be a little bit smaller than what it says because of the border. So you might need to bear that in mind when you're doing it. So that's the only thing I need to fill in there. And that one is now ready because I've started on it. So that's all I've done, is I have taken them out of the back and I've moved them to the front. I've made sure that details like how much they were and stuff is all transferred from the one that we did last logbook entry, which was my squares. So the next one is my large squares. So what I've done for preparation wise is I've filled in primarily just the delivery details, because that's what I either need to go into the account for or search emails for, things like that. So if we take this out for reference, just so that you guys can see what I am referencing. So my first one is Diamond Art Studio Mr. Quackers. I did actually finish that in November, so this does have a few more details than the rest, and this does need to move to further on. So I have completed the drill quality, things like that. The only thing I haven't done yet, and I have got my image, the only thing I haven't done yet is I haven't filled in sort of the final thoughts or taken my final picture, and that is because the framing is coming up. I've not yet done the framing, so that one we will move to the back. I'll move that in a minute. In fact, it should have probably gone in before Grinch. Should have gone in before Grinch. So let's just undo Grinch from there. This is why I like removable glue. Let's pop in Mr. Quackers. Now, normally this won't be an issue because I'll be up to date. And let's put Grinch on the back of Mr. Quackers. And then put Mr. Quackers here. Now, because this one is a full-on photo sticker from my HP, what's it called? Sprocket. From my HP Sprocket. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop him in with washi tape until I've got my completed one, and then I'll match them up and I'll fill in all those details when I do my framing video. I did want to check out the number of colours for him because I forgot, and I forgot it before I dekitted, but the canvas itself will tell me. So it is 15 colours. I also need to do the maths on this one, but I'll do that when I complete it. But it's 15 colours. It is square, poured glue, full drill. No particular delivery notes that I need to do. I might put something in about the fact I ordered it on my birthday. Love Mr. Quackers. So I might pop that sort of information in when it's completed. So going back, if we go back after here, so then we would have this slipped in. The next one we have is DD Contemplation. In fact, let's pop this back in. Believe me that I have a piece of paper for each one of these. So DD Contemplation, it's an 80 by 60. It is a poured glue. I think it's a poured glue. I'm now questioning it. I'm pretty sure it's a poured glue. It's a DD is Dreamers Designs. And I'm just trying to get into the actual canvas itself. This is a bit harder when it comes to the big ones sometimes. So this is my Dreamers Designs. It is a poured glue. Okay, I am glad. It's a poured glue. I'm not going to comment on the quality of the canvas yet because I've not yet done it. Number of colours is 52. And there is 3 ABs. So I'm going to put 52. And then I might actually put 3 times AB. That is included in the 52. It is a square because we're on the squares list. It does have AB, so I've put how many, but I can also mark that it's AB. And it does have DMC. It was purchased from Dreamers Designs in 2020. Of course, I haven't started it yet. Final thoughts, not yet, but I have noted down that the initial canvas that I got had really hard to read symbols. They actually ended up sending me a second one of these. Because if you've been watching my videos for a while, I did actually kit my Dreamers design up at one point. It was all kit up and ready to go, and then I struggled with the symbols. They sent me another one, but I didn't quite have the heart to continue on with it at that point. I think I was a little bit over it with the frustration of the original canvas. So while they fixed it, it's gone back into my stash. So that's everything that I need to fill in on that one. So what I need to do is pop my picture on so I know what it is. I do need to fill in actually the total number of drills. Shall I get my phone? Let me get my phone. I'm back. I didn't bring my computer in either, you see. So, calculator required. So this is I'm pretty sure this is a true size canvas. I'm actually going to have to check now. And that is part of the reason I wanted to do this putting in the total of drills while I was setting it up. So I'm just going to measure, they're my spare sheets. I'm just going to measure the one edge of it, and if one edge of it is right, then the other edge of it will be right. And it is 60 centimetres, so 60 by 80 is a true reflection, which is good. In fact, let's keep that tape measure out because I think I'm going to need that. See if I can get that back into the box. This is going to be entertaining if I need to get in any other of these boxes. Fun. Okay. So the maths is 80 by 60 is 4,800. And it's a square, so I times that by 16. So there is 76,800. As far as I know, that is pretty much exactly right. It might be a little bit off, but I'm definitely not counting them as I'm placing them down. And I hope you guys don't feel like you need to either. Sometimes it's just nice to be able to have that number of drills just so that you can compare it to others, maybe, if they're odd sizes. So, pictures in. Next one. Heaven and Earth Design Mini 2 of Hearts. Where is my one? See, I have 3 Heaven and Earth Design canvases down here, because Megan has 2. 2 are Megan's, 1 is mine. So let me just see if I can figure out which one is mine. Okay, so that one is NASA, so that one is not mine. Did we leave them all so we could tell? No, of course we didn't. This one's wrapped up the opposite way. We just have little clips to be able to keep it together. is this one mine? Yes, this one's mine. So let's have a look now. What have we got? So it doesn't actually say the size on here. Did I mark down the size on the front? No, I didn't. Tape measure to the ready. Trying to move my logbook, move my phone. I didn't put my Dreamer's design away properly. That's a later problem. This is poured glue, so it is flattening out where it's crinkled here. It's not the actual canvas. So, oh, it's a weird size as well. So it's actually 57. 57. And I'm working in centimetres partly because I'm English, British, and partly because that's what the math works out as, and that's what diamond painting tends to use. So I'm just trying to make sure that I get it as flat as I can for the purposes of measuring. It may well tell me on the website, but I didn't pay attention to that. By 69, I think it is. We just push it all the way down again to confirm. 69. I don't know if I actually want to count how many colours though. 57 by 69. It's a poured glue and it's a full drill. The actual, see the number of colours I can put in and the total drills I can put in. I suppose I can actually still say they're square. So this canvas doesn't come with drills. It is just the canvas on its own. Where did I put the paperwork for it? Oh, I think I know where it is. This is the thing with a craft room. I took stuff everywhere. And this is a pile of paperwork that includes all the stuff for this canvas, all the stuff for Megan's canvases, and some cross-stitch designs as well. So, let me move that canvas out the way. Oh, this is actually mine. Mini 2 of Hearts. Page 456, and then we do get stickers with these. I don't think there's any others that we need. Anything else in there? No, these are just stickers. Megan's ones, no. Where did I put my pen? It's gonna be one of those days. Okay, I need to keep those close. I need to find where I put my pen. I know I had it. Have I managed to knock it on the floor when I was getting out canvases? And I normally have loads of pens in here, but they've all gone walkabout, which makes things even more fun. And I've gone from having about 15 pens in here of the same style to having one that floats around every single room. And of course, you're all probably telling me exactly where it is / where it's gone, and I can't see it for looking. That's my bag, that's my sheets. That's my tape measure. It's not rolled that way. Okay, I think I'm going to have to pause you before we all go insane. Give me a tick. I found it. It was on the floor, right where I got this off the shelf. And I just couldn't see it on my rug. So, pen is back. Okay, number of colours. So, this is all 2 of Hearts. So I think I'm just going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is going to be a lot. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 85. Okay, let's get that written down before I lose my mind counting. Okay, I'm going to throw that back away, hopefully. Say everything is tucked. I had to move some packing boxes out the way just to put it back. I'll put that back in a minute. Okay, total drills. Calculator. So total number of drills needed is 57 times 69. Hang on, was that right? 57 times 69 times 16, because I'm doing it in square. So 62,928. It will be square. It does have DMC numbers on the chart. I've filled in the information in relation to the purchase. I am going to go for 5 stars for customer service from Heaven and Earth Designs, just due to communication I have had to have with them. It has always been, you know, within a reasonable timescale, which to me is about 48 to 72 hours for a business, depending on what time of day it hits. As long as I get a response in that time, I'm happy. And I did. I'm not going to fill in quality time or final thoughts because I've not yet finished it. I will put as a note, purchase was for just the canvas. Canvas, no drills. Okay, but I am going to say, apart from the likes of customer service, the quality of things I am going to leave until I'm actually working on it, and the quality of the drills won't be relevant for this one either. So we've now got the picture for this one. In fact, I might start moving some of them into different places. The only reason for that is at the moment all my pictures are top heavy, and I don't want my logbook to feel a little bit lopsided. So again, I'm just going to use a couple of pieces of washi tape to keep that in place until I end up doing that one. That one was complicated. Okay, Treasure Studio Art, or Studios Art. Just going to move a couple of bits out the way so I can grab the canvas. So this one is in a box. It is a 40 by 50. 40 by 50. I have opened it because I've done an unboxing. There we go. That's the side I've opened it. Now, I know this company uses something that they class as not being poured glue. It is some different type of glue, but for the purposes of my records, I'm happy to mark it as poured glue. It's not a tape. It is an opaque cover. It is a full drill. Does this say how many drills? It does. How many colours? So you do get a black and white inventory sheet on this one. So it is 24 colours. It is a square because we're on squares. Shouldn't be having to keep asking myself that. It does have DMC numbers. Not going to do the quality, so what I need to check now is the canvas size true to its word. So again, I'm just going to measure the one side, and that one is a true 40, which means I'm happy that the whole thing is a true 40 by 50. This one has all been stored in the box, and for this one I have just put months that it was ordered and received, rather than put in specific dates, because my tracking's expired for it all, so there's no way of me exactly knowing how long it took. So I'm just going for rough. So again, a bit more math. 40 by 50, or 40 times 50 times by 16, because we're just working on squares, is 32,000. 32,000 squares. Got Treasure Studio Art. Didn't need to contact customer service, so there's no point in putting anything there, and the rest will come later. And that is for Kookaburra. And I'm going to pop that down here, I think. So we'll try and even things out a little bit. It will get a little bit thicker up near the top, because that's where all the pictures go. But maybe I'll start putting most of them at the bottom for ones I've not yet completed. Yeah, all done. Diamond Art Studio Daisies. Now this is one of the few ones that I actually didn't keep the original box for. I have it separate. This was my first Diamond Art Studio that I ever purchased. So this is a 40 by 50. This one and the very small daisies one that I've done already. It's a poured glue and it is a full drill. Number of colours is 32. It is a square, because of course we're working on squares. It does have DMC numbers. And I'm as sure as houses that they are a true size in their sizing. But I'm going to confirm. So these wrinkles that are showing are just the clear cover. They are not the canvas at all. The canvas underneath is perfect, which is why I don't mind rolling and unrolling poured glue. That's actually laid flat pretty quick as well. So yeah, that one is just over 49.5, which is close to 50, and the way up is 50. I'm not splitting hairs over a few millimetres. The only time I really want to know is probably when it comes to the diamond paintings for the smaller poured glue companies, where they can have anything from 5 centimetres off for a border to 7 centimetres off. I'm going to stick with round numbers, because who needs that hassle? So 40 by 50 times by 16 is again same as before, 32,000. So 32,000. This, if you watched my de-kitting of Mr. Quacker's the other day, it is confirmed that actually it was this daisy and this small daisy that I actually ordered, and it was Easter. I ordered it on the Thursday before Easter, and I ordered it quite late in the afternoon, and I got a message saying, oh, I'm really sorry, we might not be able to get it out today, UPS has been. And then I got another message saying, no, we've got hold of UPS again, and he's come back for it, so you can get it quicker. So yeah, customer service has got a full 5 marks, more than I expected from them in relation to that. And here you go, it's still in my stash. How bad's that? I got very excited. Mr. Quackers ended up sneaking in front. Okay, so Diamond Art Studio Daisies is done. Prism Flying Feathers. I did have this one in my logbook before. I don't know why this one made it. Maybe it was one that I'd recently got when I first decided I was having a logbook. So I have most of the details already. I do just want to check, because I've got him here, I do just want to check that their sizing is true, i.e. it is a 50 by 50, and it is. So their sizing is true across. So we have got different maths now. 50 by 50 by 16. 40,000 drills. That's a lot of diamonds that we place, isn't it? So 40,000. We'll go for the bottom again, because I've not got anything written on the bottom, have I? I think it works. But when it comes to rounds, I'm sure I'll have more in my stash than I have completed. That's because I've not backdated my completed. I ain't going there. Okay, prism, flying feathers is prepped. Then my two most recent chappies, my Jeffrey, or Aussie as he's also known. So to get, I've got the canvas box and stuff here. So he is a 50 by 60. He's a poured glue. He's a full drill. And I need the box for the number of colours. So this is where I try not to lose anything. I'm just trying to peek in the box. So it's got 29 colours in this one. And basically what I've done is tried not to pull the canvas out all the way, but I can actually see the bottom of the canvas there to confirm that it's 29. So he's 29 colours. He's a square. He's got DMC. I've again done customer service because I got him so quick. And, you know, it was so easy to purchase. I'm dreading, well, I'm not dreading. I'm dreading / excited. They're hoping to have their new releases this weekend. If not, it might be a few days after. But I'm getting rather excited. I may or may not have to treat myself. Okay, so 50 times 60 and then times it by 16. 48,000 drills. Oh, Jeffrey, you better be worth it. I'm sure you will. But he is going in my stash at the moment. He needs to wait his turn. Unless I get too impatient. But at the moment, he needs to wait his turn. I reserve the right to change my mind. So that is Jeffrey. And then we have Pug Chops. Pug Chops is a 50 by 50. 50 by 50. He's a poured glue. He's a full drill. Number of colours for Pug Chops. Let me get into the canvas, see if I can find out without unboxing it all. Peel it back a little. Which way am I going? No, I haven't got him kitted up that way. He is 30 colours. So he's got 30 colours. He's square, and we do have DMC numbers for him. And he came at the same time as Jeffrey. So customer services gets the same mark. And then he's a 50 by 50 times 16, 40,000. So same as flying feathers. And yeah, that is Mr. Pug Chops. In fact, he needs to go that side, doesn't he? If we're alternating. I can see at a glance which ones I have. And then, of course, when I've finished, I can add them to the back and then add the right information in. So if we go through square, just to sort of show you my stash. This is part of the reason I've put some of the delivery information in. before doing the video. And it will be easier when I do the likes of my rounds, which will be next, for you actually to be able to see my stash. Now you're getting sort of more of a quick reference. You got to see the squares though. So we've got Love in Lockdown, Succulent Bowl, Fox, and then we're on large square ones, which are the ones I don't keep on my hangers. I've got Contemplation, Mini 2 of Hearts, Colour Cooker, Diamond Art Studio Daisies, Prism Flying Feathers, Diamond Art Studio Jeffrey, and Diamond Art Studio Pug Chops. So that is all my squares. The next one that I need to do, which will be the next video, which will be next year because of Advent, that is when I'll really get stuck into the rounds. So I have got one which I did keep from an unboxing, and I did make sure that I filled in all the information ready, trying to be prepared. Apart from that, I don't have any others ready. So what I will do, oh, and Home is Where You Poop is of course one of my completed, and I do need to finish Daisy, which has been completed since as well. Though I might take, oh no, I might sneak that one in there. I might sneak Daisy in there. So I think I'll try and give that for myself for my homework, to finish filling in Daisy. Home is Where You Poop is already in there somewhere. I've only just finished it. There it is. Home is Where You Poop is done. And then what I'll do as preparation is I will do a sheet ready for all of these. I'll get my pictures ready off any relevant websites or any stickers in boxes. Well, there won't be stickers for these, I don't think. That's more Diamond Art Club. I'll get my sheets ready for these. Just this sort of purchase details box, and then we can pull down the diamond paintings to fill in the rest. But you really don't want me clicking through all my emails trying to find prices for things, emails, spreadsheets. If they've been gifted by some companies, they're all detailed on a spreadsheet, and the way I name them is not the best thing in the world. So next time we'll do round. In the smaller, I may or may not do rounds in large. I might get them prepped and we'll see how long the video ends up being. The only thing I'm thinking of not doing, and I'm not 100% on this yet, but I'm unsure whether to do the specials as well. Let me know your thoughts. Some of them, it will be quite interesting actually to have a picture of them when they're done. I just don't know whether specials, I've never really had a problem with quality of specials. I suppose that's what it is. There's never really been something I need to note down about the quality of them. But let me know your thoughts on that. I've of course got my spares, which I'm still working through, and then I've got all my, well, recently completed. Actually, let's just do Mr. Quacker's on the calculator, because otherwise the day I go to frame him, times 16, when I go to frame him, I'm probably going to have forgot to have brought my phone in as well. So let's get that added in now, and I'll do my final thoughts and description and my finished image when we get him framed, because that's when I would normally be doing it if I was up to date. That's my thought, but his picture's there. Picture is there for Grinch Christmas, or at least the small one is. That one I have started. It's testing me, that one, but we'll see how it goes. And then I do have my, at the moment I only have 2 extra sheets. I have got those loose, but because of the punches being cut, what I'm probably going to do is grab myself another pack, and I'm actually going to store them in the little plastic bag just to stop these catching on something. but I find it might be easier to work, you know, to pull those into the logbook when they've got information on them. And we'll see how thick we can get this, considering I've taken out a couple of sections, which I personally won't use. We'll see how thick we end up getting it. But let's pop those in there, pop my washi tape back in there. I'd pop a pen in there, but it's the only one I've got. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Do let me know your thoughts and comments down below. I know a couple of people have mentioned, oh, in fact, that reminds me, I do need to mention, and I did keep hold, oh, sorry, my daughter's texting me. I did actually keep hold of this. I do need to give credit where credit is due. So on my last logbook entry, I think it was Anne had replied. Sorry, let me turn that off. One of the children are ready for picking up from work, so that the family text chat is going mad. Yeah, they did mention using PR for product review when I have an item that I didn't physically pay for, so I want to make sure that that's noted. She did say that credit should go to Joanne Diamond Paints because she saw her use it on her logbook entry. So thank you to Joan Diamond Paints. That's perfect, just put in PR in brackets. The only thing is, I don't know whether this is because I write letters for work all day, for my day job, but every time I think PR, I think proofread. Even though I do know it's product review, sometimes I do have to tell myself, no, it's product review, it's not proofread. Anyway, yeah, do let me know in the comments below any ideas for working with the diamond painting, whether you like the idea of my stash going with my list of my stash, or whether you prefer it being in the logbook section. Yeah, just let me know your thoughts. But I'm really enjoying this. I'm hoping that I'll have a nice thick logbook by the end of 2023 or 2022, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.